I'm doing a second part of this because my previous tutorial got quite a lot of views, so it would be nice if this one could get some as well. If you find this tutorial useful, then please subscribe because I kinda need subscribers and I will be making more videos maybe. So anyway, my previous tutorial explained how to beat SCP Containment Breach. However, there are many dangers in this game that could prevent you from beating it, even if you know what rooms to go to and what items to get. So in this video I'm going to explain how to avoid these dangers. Let's start with nodes, as that's very important. Some are story related bullshit that we don't care about, and others contain some actually useful information about some SCPs. The only part you need to pay attention to in these documents is the highlighted text, as that tells you how these SCPs work in the game and how to avoid them. This is the first SCP you will encounter in the game. All you need is to keep looking at him, otherwise he will move and might even kill you. Pay attention to the blinking meter, as when you blink, 173 will move. It is recommended to press spacebar before opening the door to the next room, just in case 173 happens to be in that room. Otherwise, you may run out of this meter and the next thing that happens to you is painful death. SCP-173 can open doors, but not when you're looking at the door to the room in which 173 is in, because he can't move if you're just looking in his direction, even if he's behind a wall. When you hear this sound, that means he opened the door somewhere. If you're not sure where the sound is coming from, I'd recommend looking around, and if you see 173 then keep looking at him, otherwise just get away. Tesla Gates is possibly the most likely cause of death for new players and the least likely one for experienced players. You see this woman running and then she gets electrocuted, so that tells you to just not go this way. But Tesla Gates aren't as dangerous when you know what you're doing and can even be used as a weapon against a specific SCP, which is something that I will talk about later. If you have nowhere else to go and Tesla Gate is in the way, just walk up to it, and when you hear it starting to load, then move away. Wait until it starts its electrocuting sequence and then run past it before it charges again. Basically, it has a cooldown. SCP-106 is possibly the most annoying SCP in the game. He can appear at the most inappropriate moments, just coming out of the ground. When you hear this sound, then run the hell away. SCP-106 can walk through walls and even teleport sometimes. There's two ways to avoid him. Run the hell away whenever you hear this music, or find a Tesla Gate, run past the Tesla Gate and wait for him to walk in it to get electrocuted, and then you will even get an achievement for getting rid of him. There is a chance that instead of killing you, SCP-106 will take you to a pocket dimension, which is a place from which you will have to escape somehow. There are two more ways to get into this dimension. That is using a sinkhole or some suspicious thing, whatever that is. But once you're in there, just walk into any corridor, complete some physical exams, and you will find yourself back in the facility. The more time you spend in this dimension, the more injured you will become, so it is recommended to use a medkit after getting out. This thing can turn people into zombies, and I don't think you would want to be a zombie. Similarly to SCP-106, he will chase you if he sees you, however when he loses you, he will start looking for you. He can open doors, except for the ones that need a keycard. In some cases, you may find yourself locked in a room with one exit, and he's camping right outside of that exit, so there's no way to avoid him once you get out. In these cases, you may want to use SCP-714 to protect you. SCP-714 protects you from SCP-049, so that even when he touches you, you won't die instantly. However, SCP-714 won't protect you endlessly. After some time, SCP-049 will break your shield and get you anyway, so the ring is only useful for getting past him and then running away. This thing is made out of human ears, which is absolutely disgusting. He can be seen sometimes standing in the middle of the corridor, but is actually easy to avoid. When you see him in the next corridor, make sure you have enough stamina, and then you will be able to just run past him before he manages to kill you. If you don't run past him but you just walk up to him or something, then you will die. If you hear crying, that means he's nearby. All you need to survive is to never look at his face. Make sure to look at a specific angle, down enough to not see his face, but not too down in case 173 will be nearby. The worst combination is 173 and 096. Why? Because you have to keep looking at 173 if you don't want him to break your neck. But with 096, you cannot under any circumstances see his face even once. If you do so, he will chase after you until he kills you. And that is possibly one of the most scary experiences in the game. Once you see his face, you cannot stop him in any way, so don't save the game after that. Just load up if you save file or let him kill you. These creatures are located deeper underground, so you will have to take either one of these two elevators to find them. When you hear a human voice in there, that's not actually a human, that's them mimicking a human voice to lure you. Don't fall for it. Thankfully they are blind, so they can't see you unless you like really close to them or make too much noise. However, they just follow a scripted path, so once you learn that path, you can easily avoid them. I however don't know this path, so don't ask me. I always just avoid the room with them at all costs. This thing is completely harmless, but can be scary and annoying, so I'm still gonna talk about it. He only appears after you ring the bell. Since then, he will randomly be seen, may try to scare you at times, but will never actually attack you, so you can't die from him. However, if you rank the bell and would like to get rid of him later on, you have to go to SCP-914, set the machine to rough setting, and then just put the bell into the machine so you can get rid of it once and for all. These SCPs are invisible. Often you can see a text saying that you feel like there's something in this room with you, but you can't see anything. Sometimes they may block your path, but you can see them. They will still attack you, so if you get attacked and don't see anything that could be attacking you, it's most likely them. The best way is to just get away from them. You can however see them by using night vision goggles. There's like 4 or 5 of them I think. You are a prisoner in this game, so not only SCPs but humans as well would not want to help you. Once you hear this announcement,
Mobile Task Force Unit Epsilon 11, designated Nine-Tailed Fox, has entered the facility.
that means they get into the facility, which is yet another danger for you to avoid. But this announcement only appears after you get into entrance zone, so it's later on in the game. It's a group of 3 human soldiers that are supposed to somehow secure the facility. That means eliminating Class D personnel, including you, and capturing the SCPs, in this game only SCP-173 for some reason. So if you see them carrying a cage with 173, that means 173 is not going to attack you until the end of the game. However, these humans are not your friends either and will try to shoot you to death. You can protect yourself with a vest, but that won't save you if you get shot in the head or in the leg. A headshot kills you instantly, but after getting shot in the leg, you might start bleeding, so it's useful to use a medkit. Their AI is kinda broken, so that works for your advantage as well. There's of course more dangers than just these, but I think these are some main dangers that players can easily find. And I think that should be enough for now, since I don't want this video to be too long. So this is it for this video. If you found it useful, then please subscribe, because as I mentioned before, I would kinda want some more subscribers than the amount I currently have.